Hey there, how's it going? Today is day 44 of my 100-day inspiration challenge, and today I want to talk about creating joy. So I have talked about finding joy and the importance of finding joy in hard and difficult moments. And today I want to talk about some tactical things that you can do to find joy, because sometimes, let's be honest, it's not always easy to feel joyful when you are in a season of struggle or difficulty or depression. And these seasons, they come and go. They might last for a month and it might just be a hard day. So this is one thing that I have been doing that I have found really helpful in bringing joy, right? Wouldn't it be nice if you had a tool in your tool belt that would be able to change your mood from that of unhappiness to that of joy and gratitude and appreciation? So that is what I'm going to share with you today. This is just one tool that I use. And one thing I want to say is this is all not one size fits all. So I'm going to share 3 different prompts that I use and play with them. See what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And then also trust yourself and ask yourself, what are some things that might be able to create or stimulate joy for me, and use those. So I have this notebook, and this is my joy notebook. So I have 3 different prompts that I like to ask myself at different times. And this notebook is really important because anytime that I'm feeling a little bit down or just not feeling my greatest, not feeling positive or strong, I have this resource that has inspiration and exciting things for me. So the prompts that I use are, wouldn't it be nice if? So that is kind of the section where I write my goals. This is where my imagination just runs wild. And I try not to filter myself with this. Wouldn't it be nice if? Wouldn't it be nice if I could pay off all of my dad's debt? Some of the other things, wouldn't it be nice if I had total time and financial freedom? Wouldn't it be nice if I could travel the world as I please? So I have all of these different things. I've got a whole list, and this just gets me excited. It puts me in a state of dreaming and imagining possibilities. So that is the first section. Wouldn't it be nice? And I come back to this from time to time and I write different things. Wouldn't it be nice? And then I look back at it too. The second thing that I think is huge and really important, especially for trying to create joy and create positivity in your life, is to write down compliments that people have given you, or write down the nice things that people have said about you. So this can be applied in every single different aspect in your life. I know that there are people, women especially, who have this pressure at their jobs, and they almost feel like every single day they have this anxiety of getting fired or their boss not liking them. And so this is a really great resource in that environment, in that situation. This can be used in any type of situation in your life. So any compliments that people have given you, any nice things that people have said about you, this is where you write them down. This is so huge because first off, sometimes we forget the good things that we're doing. It's easy in our journey of growth to want to look forward, and we forget all of the great things that we're doing. It's hard. We don't see ourselves from the outside in, right? And so it's so important to write down the nice things that people say about you, because those are going to be the things that help to build you up, that help to give you confidence in those moments when you need it. Because let's be honest, our life is full of ups and downs. There are going to be moments that are downs. And so having this resource is so huge and so beneficial. So I write the date, I wrote who said it, and I write the quote exactly as it is. And that is if somebody has written me. If it's in person, I try and write it as close as possible. And I go back to this and I look at this. This really helps me because sometimes I'm working on these big goals, and sometimes in the day-to-day, I can't see the impact or the difference that it's making in people's lives. And I just get stuck and caught up in the next thing. And so this is really important because it shows me that all of this hard work, it is for a reason, right? And so, like I said, any aspect in your life, you can use this. This is so valuable. Just looking at these things right now and before I started, it makes me feel so good. It makes me feel so good. I feel so grateful and I feel so joyful just reading these things, these kind words that other people took the time to say to me. So this one is especially huge. The last prompt that I have for this notebook is great memories and great conversations. So I like to go through my day and I write down great things that happened. So on Monday, I got to be on a news show and that was amazing. And it was so exciting. And I felt so excited and energized and I felt so in alignment. And so that is something that I wrote down because a week may come and we get caught up in life, we get caught up in challenges, and we forget the way that we felt during those great times. And so this is different than journaling. In journaling, I kind of do like free thought. I let my thoughts come out and I kind of ask myself questions. This is just kind of bullet points. I'm just remembering the great things that happened from a day to day. And then again, I get to look back at it. So that's another important thing. Looking back at these things. This book is a resource for me when I need it. So I do the work when I'm feeling good, when I'm feeling happy. It takes, 20, 30 seconds. I write down the things that I want in my life. I write down the compliments that I've received, and I write down the great memories or the great things that happened to me today so that I can help my future self out. So it takes a little bit of discipline, but have that future self in mind because you know that you're not always going to be in a state of joy, in a state of positivity. And so this is such a powerful tool that will help you get back to that. And it works really fast. It's very effective. And I really think that this is a really helpful tool. I've got a couple other different tools that I'll talk about at different times, but if you make time for your positivity, if you make time for yourself and for your appreciation, then it will start coming, but you do have to be intentional and know that your negativity and your positivity, those things are habits. So if you find yourself being more negative, then that just means that you have to shift something. That means you need to be more intentional for a little bit and focus on your positivity. And eventually it'll switch. You won't have to be as intentional. You won't have to focus so hard on it because it will be an unconscious thing, kind of like brushing your teeth. Initially, when you were younger, you had to pay attention and brush your teeth and make sure you did it. Now, brushing your teeth is just second nature, right? So it's going to start out as something that's uncomfortable, but trust the process. This is a great resource for when you need joy. What if you could turn your day around? What if you could turn your week around? What if you had the tools, the resources to turn your life around, to live a more positive life that doesn't just impact you, but it turns around. You're able to impact other people if you're coming from a place of joy. So I would encourage you to try this out. Like I said, it might be different for you. So you might really like the compliments aspect, but you might not like the other two. So do what works best for you, but take the time to do this work. It is important work. It's important for your life, for the best version of yourself. Remember to keep showing up for yourself because if you do, there is nowhere that you can go but up. Thank you so much for showing up with me today. I will see you tomorrow.